What's going on, everybody? EricRayweather back here, and Next Gen Madden is finally here. I'm not sure if you can download the full game and transfer over just yet. I'm on the trial right now, so I'm not sure if everybody else is on the trial as well. There's a 10-hour trial that you can download and play. It'll drop you into this game right here first, into the fourth quarter. So we'll get a good look at the visuals, some of the new things in the game, but I'm going to do a full breakdown and comparison later over the next few days. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. You see this little intro here with they've kind of updated the intros a little bit, the players coming out and showing some of the next gen stats, which I think is cool. It's definitely better looking than what it was for current gen. However, this is going to just drop us into the fourth quarter. As the Ravens are going to be down like 2 scores, you could see snow looks good, weather looks good, graphics obviously look better. You could see face scans and everything like that. They look a little bit more realistic. Like I said, the weather looks good, but a lot of people are here for the gameplay, and I'm here to tell you that the gameplay is certainly different in terms of movement. You can see the new play call screen there, which is, I mean, it's decent. Little facelifts that are needed all around, but not the big upgrade that you're probably looking for. Now, on the actual field, like just looking at it on the field, it looks very much the same as current gen to me, which you'll see in a second when we get on the field. However, it feels so much different because the movement is different. The route running is a little bit more realistic. It's a lot slower too. Like the game feels super slow compared to current Madden, and they do that a lot when they try to update player movement and things like in the gameplay. One of the things they normally do is they slow the game down. They try to make it a more realistic speed, but for us playing a video game, it'll usually feel too slow. You can see the up close of the crowd here. I did think that was a nice touch when they show the up close of the crowd. I don't think they did it a whole lot in this little video. That might have been the only time they did it, but I like that. I hope that that is something you see a little bit more often, because while the crowd itself is a little bit better, they're a little bit more active. They're a little bit, you know, you can hear them more. They're louder and stuff like that. Again, going to do a full breakdown and comparison, but the up close shots are nice. Kind of like how on the current gen, or I guess now the old gen Madden, you know, when they would show the up close like this of the sidelines, they'd be like really good cutscenes. But when you would see the sideline regularly, it would be the old players and, you know, no names and no real players, right? But when they showed the cutscenes, they looked good. Well, doing that with the crowd, I think, is a nice touch, because the crowd, if you zoom in on the crowd, they're better looking, but they're still, you know, they're not amazing. But when you do those little cutscenes, you can make them look a lot more amazing. So I thought that was a nice touch. I did like the next gen replays. They triggered a little bit, maybe too often though. I could see people maybe getting tired of that, because in this one quarter, I mean, you'll see as we play through it, you know, it triggered a good amount of times. I do like it. I just think maybe it's happening a little too much, and I do think people could just easily grow tired of that, because after you see replays so many times, people just start skipping through them, right? So, but you can see, I mean, for me, the snow, you know, because there was a lot of talk about the weather. It looks better for sure, but to me, the snow doesn't look like crazy different. You see the next gen stat replay about to trigger right here on that Lamar run, but the snow doesn't look crazy different. You definitely can see more snow piles like alongside the stadium. I think that was kind of maybe the bigger thing they were going for, but on the field itself, it doesn't look crazy different. Now the snow falling and some of the shots that you'll see, you know, it looks better there. You can see here next gen stat, time behind the line of scrimmage, and then ball carrier speed. So, you know, nice touches. I do think it adds a little bit of a much needed facelift. But however, like when you're just looking at the game from right here, just like this little shot on the field, it looks the same. It definitely looks the same, but it feels much different. Like I said, slower, the player movement. I don't know if you want to say it's more realistic or whatever, but it just doesn't feel like the Madden we've been playing for the past few years. It feels very different. You know, it honestly feels like you have a little bit less user control. Not that that's a bad thing. I say that to say, you know, on the current gens, you know, you could do a lot of like stop and goes with players. You could do like kind of more unrealistic movements. Like you had more user control, but it was like unrealistic user control if you really like wanted to be honest about it. Whereas now it seems like it's a lot harder to pull off some of those unrealistic stop and goes and like speed burst type movements. It seems like you're more grounded, and you know, you have to like it definitely feels like momentum and like weight and speed matters a little bit more than it has been. Not gonna say they've like nailed it or anything, but it definitely feels like it matters more. So That's for sure a thing. But yeah, I'm going to get some more videos out for you guys for sure. Some more breakdowns and stuff like that. Comparisons, you know, the sidelines definitely are upgraded as well. I don't know if you're able to like see them clearly on the field. Probably not in the field of play unless you get really close to them. But I'm going to do the breakdown comparing, you know, crowd and sidelines, graphics, all that good stuff in a video to come later. But I just wanted to make sure to get this gameplay out for you guys because I know y'all have been waiting for it just like me. Like, we're all been waiting for gameplay. So I'm going to stop talking here. I'm going to let the rest of this play out for those that want to watch it. Appreciate you checking out the video. Make sure to subscribe, bell icon on, because so many more next-gen breakdowns and videos are coming for the next week that you guys are not going to want to miss. So make sure you have that bell icon on so you don't miss it. I will see you guys next time.
And put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Baltimore defense playing with purpose now. Here's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. This crowd urging on their Ravens. They need a stop here on third down. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Ravens not done yet. New life here, down 27-21. They begin a critical drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, Lamar Jackson, he can see the finish line in that end zone. He wants to will this team to the Super Bowl. He's just going to do it himself.
And even on a snowy and wet track, that's where he's at his best, making guys miss, not just in the open field, but even in the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in this AFC Championship game. He's the reigning MVP of the league, primarily for his work on the ground, but that arm, something special too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it. Boy, nice to have an all-pro to call on there in the snow as Tucker gives the Ravens a 28-27 lead.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So now the script is flipped. The Ravens have the lead as Tucker will send this one away. taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs, they probably need to get this to around the Ravens 35 to really have any kind of a shot at a field goal, and even that might be pushing it in these conditions. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Harrison Butker.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So dreams of a repeat title still in play for the Kansas City Chiefs.